Today we're going to take a look at the tiny cannon from Flying Pirates. Flying Pirates is a kid's game, I think from the 90s. It's a pretty rare find, and these cannons sometimes break, and to find a replacement is almost impossible. So I'm going to show you how to take this apart to actually fix the cannon. So the first thing we want to do, if we look at the bottom, we can see there's a screw. We want to take that screw out. And this screw is actually what holds the base to the cannon. So let's get that out. Now that the screw is gone, this cannon sits in this little base, and we just flex the arms on the side, and the cannon will pop out. So now our cannon's free. Now this cannon comes in two pieces. There's this upper piece and this lower piece. These are connected with flexible tabs. So if you think about just the top piece from here up, this has two prongs that go down, and the prongs are holding the lower half. Now those prongs are here and here on the cannon. So what you have to do, and you have to get a little rough with it, you're actually going to grab the cannon, grab your base, grab the top, and you're going to kind of crack it open like an egg. So just like that. We'll take it apart gently. Come on. Okay. So now we're in half, and you can see those are the two tabs right there. And this upper section is made of a shroud, a barrel, I guess, the plunger itself, like that. Put that back. And this spring. So if the spring is one of the mechanisms that fires your little pirate. You know, the spring's pretty old. If you want a little more power on it, you could stretch the spring out a bit, like that. But that goes back in this hole here. So where a lot of people run into problems, though, is the cannon stops firing. So if we look here, hopefully you can see it. If we look here, we see there's the lever, which is on a rocker. So you can see there's the pivot for the rocker, probably hard to see. And here's the lever, and here's the spring. Now I'm going to get up real close here. If you look closely, you can see that this one actually broke in the past. So this, you can see I repaired with Bondic, and I put the piece back in there. Bondic works for this. Plastic epoxy would work for fixing these. Probably wouldn't use super glue, just because you're going to need to build up any of the brokenness in there. Now, if this lever piece is just shattered and you can't put it back together, you're probably out of luck. Now, another common problem with these cannons is this little spring right here will come loose. And when this spring is loose, all you have left to fire your pirate is you have the secondary spring. There we go. You have the secondary spring in the plunger. So if your cannon's not working, crack it open like an egg. Look at this. It should be on this tab and this tab. If it's not, replace it and put some super glue on there. Or in my case, I use Bondic to hold these pieces in place. That way it'll never come off again. Okay, and that's all I need to do to fix it. I'm going to go ahead and put this back together now. Let me get back in my seat. So we'll start with the top piece here. Move this stuff around. So we have our plunger back in our barrel. We put the shroud over top. We take the big spring, put it back in the plunger. We take our bottom, pick up this whole unit, and you can see the tabs there and the tabs there. Those have to go there and there. And we just kind of set it back together, give it a squeeze, and like a plastic Easter egg almost, it goes back together. Then we take our base, and what we want to do is this hole here needs to line up with this hole here. So we go put it together like this. So these tabs go in here, and this goes in the bottom. So we just flex the tabs on the side, flex the support arms out of the way until it gets back in position. Come on. There we go. So we're back together now. We replace the screw in the bottom. Nope, I had it right. Can you tell I'm doing this live? Let's do this again. There we go. We're back in position here. Put the screw in. It's in position. we take our screwdriver and just crank this down till it's snug. It's not doing most of the work. Most of the work is being done by the tabs on the side here. Okay, looks like we're good. Put it back down. Let's go ahead and give it a test. We put a little pirate in there. There it goes. One more. Line them up. And he goes flying. That's it. That's all it takes to fix a little cannon. Good luck.